would y'all help me out real quick? Stand up. Little aerobics here. American flag. Join with me, will you? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Newark Reds. Wow, what a family. I graduated here 43 years ago. 43 years ago. I know I don't look that old. It's probably the last time I'll ever be on this stage, and it was questionable that year. So let me give you a little history about John Marsh. This is the 48th year of this scholarship. I called a few years ago to find out if we still have the scholarship, and to my pleasure, we do. And I said, well, how much is in that fund? And I think Danielle told me $987. I said, awesome, what do we get, like $1,000 a year? She said, no, $50. I said, $50? That doesn't even get kids to college, much less help them. So we raised it to $1,000 a couple years ago. And I want to give you a little brief history about John R. Marsh. Everybody knows where the cemetery is. That building right next to the cemetery was owned by John's parents, Dolores Marsh and Uncle Bob Marsh. So Johnny was this big art guy, and he was kind of a swimmer too, G.I. Joe guy, but a tremendous artist. Had a full ride scholarship to a New York university, and his dad went fishing at Lake Ontario one day and faked his death. Never came back. So we have this place called the Cross and Shield Restaurant, which was that building. Some of you older people remember that. And Uncle Bob left, and Aunt Dell had to run this place. Never drank, didn't know anything about it. So instead of going to art school, Johnny enlisted in the Marine Corps. 1967, he graduated in 67, 50 years ago. 1968, he was killed. Terrible tragedy. Aunt Dell loses her husband, loses her son. Her younger son enlists at 17, dropped out of Newark High School to go in the Marine Corps. He almost gets killed a year later. And 20 years later, her grandson gets killed in a car wreck. So I want you to understand that the potential for you guys, right? How many graduated this year? 160, 250 in my class. So I want you to understand the potential that you guys have going forward. There's so much that you can do to help the world be a better place. So just keep that in mind, okay? I brought Regina up here. I imagine everybody knows the Masons, huh? Been around for 1 million years. John Mason is named after John Marsh. So this scholarship epitomizes Johnny's love for country and doing the right thing. He joined the Marine Corps so he could have some money to pay his mom so she could run the restaurant. She kept it for 25 years, sold as a gold one. So the finalists for this award are Ryan Blair, Diego Mendoza, Isaiah Action Jackson, hey! Good job, and Ian MacTaggart. So I'm going to let John do the presentation. Thank you all. Have a great future.
This year's winner is Ian MacTaggart.